This is the Erica Sculpt or Eric Sculpt by Joanna Kazmerzak, and she was painted and hair rooted by Judy Burrow. Sometimes the live doesn't start until an actual human is in view or talking. So just in case it didn't capture that, again, this is the Eric or Erica Sculpt by Joanna Kazmerzak, and it was painted by Judy Burrow. She painted and rooted by Judy Burrow. When I saw this doll listed for sale, it had rosy cheeks and a little red mark on the forehead. When I got it though, it did not have that, so I'm not sure if maybe the pictures that were shared were of maybe like another one that was painted. Sometimes, people will share, um, they'll like paint the same sculpt and then maybe they'll share their best work. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, why this one came without the pink on it. So I decided to just go ahead and give it some pink cheeks and give it some eyebrows by using the doll's hair that's already here so that it can match the color, because I could use blonde, like a white blonde. That would be cute too, I think. And that would be something cute to try out. But I'm going to just do this hair for now since I actually didn't think of it. And all I'm going to do is cut the back of the hair and then use that for rooting. So hopefully it's long enough. I think it should be. I'm not a uh, painter. I've never painted dolls before, but sometimes I do like to give the dolls the rosy cheeks or the like little forehead markings, and so this one will be no different than that. So I've got just regular makeup, just like from the dollar store or the Dollar Tree. I just find different makeups to see what works best. And I've had to learn from there. So when artists paint dolls, they do what's called heat set, where they bake it in the oven to make the paint last, or they do air dry paint, which air dry paint can still be cute, but it doesn't last long. This doll was listed as heat set. So again, with the pink cheeks and the marking on the forehead, I don't know what happened there. So I'm just going to use makeup. And the makeup, sometimes the makeup actually stains and it stays on there depending on what doll I'm touching up. At other times, it'll just rub right off. So like if you wanted to change up how your little touch ups look, so hopefully it will wipe off and then you can just redo it. Um, but as far as the rooting that I'm going to be doing on the eyebrows, taught I have used videos to learn how to root. I am not a professional rooter, but I have practiced. So my hi you guys. So my 1 second here. So I'm just putting the white on first to make sure that the pink shows up well enough. And I've had to do trial and error with this as well because obviously you don't get makeup with sparkles in it, and I've tried to make sure of that, but sometimes there are sparkles in there where I may not realize that there's sparkles in the paint. So this one uh has a like a rose colored pink in it, and if I need to turn the light on, let me know. Like if it's showing up dark. This one has a rose pink, but it looks like it might have some sparkles in there. And this one is like a cute funsy pink. And I think for sure it's got sparkles in it. So, and she fell asleep before she even took a sip of her milk, but she's holding on to the bottle, girl. She's a sleepyhead. She sleeps really well, but she was holding on tight to that bottle. Let's see, let's give her her little pacifier. There you go. Okay, 1 second, please. Oh, let's see. La 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 la. Doody doo doody doo 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 doo. Sorry. Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't on screen the whole time. Sorry about that. I don't know if I was or if I wasn't. 1 second. Maybe like a part of me was. Ah, there we go. Nope, that's still not it. Sorry, I'm fixing something over on the side here. There we go. Okay. All right. Hi, you guys. Thank you. I see some of your comments there. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let's see. I think I probably have enough white. You guys tell me. Oh, thank you, Carol. So nice to see you in the live today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, if I missed anybody else's comments, I apologize. I will definitely check back. But if it's not bright enough to see the paint that I'm doing, you guys just let me know. Oh, the Beatrix Potter. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Aaron. And hello to everyone else that greeted. Thank you, Thrag. Okay, you guys tell me, can you see when I'm putting the white on there? Tell me if you can see it. I don't know if you can or not. I'm trying to see if you can see it. I'm going to turn the light on and see what happens because I think it might be just a little too dark in here. Let me see. The light that I have here is yellow, so that's why I did not turn it on. But maybe it won't be too bad. Let's see. How does that look? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look yellow on camera, but whether or not it shows up better, I don't know. So let's see. Yeah, see, it's not showing up very well. Silk, it's just a doll. Oh, you can. Thanks, Carol, for letting me know. Yeah, Daha. Okay, so I'm using this white paint here. So just in case you cannot see it show up, I mean, Carol, you said you can, but just in case, I'm showing you guys the white. This is what I've learned in school. Like, when you want colors to show up on a dark background, that you should use white first as a base before you put the color on. So I'm just making sure that I have enough. I mean, obviously the doll does not have a dark back. The doll's skin tone paint is not dark, but I just want to make sure that there's enough white so that the pink will show up. Because I don't know if I'm going to use the rose. Let's take her little pacifier away for now. Here we go. Okay. Now, so I think that she should have. I'm thinking if she should have rose or if she should have rose or the fun pink. The fun pink definitely has glitter in it, but maybe we can keep it from showing up too much with the white paint, white makeup first. Let's try the rose pink to make sure that it doesn't look too toyish with the fun pink. This is more looking like brown. Let's see, give it some little dotting. Yeah, I think that the rose pink was the better choice. I don't know if this rose has um I don't know if the rose, that's already looking so much better. I don't know if the rose has sparkles in it. Hopefully not. It looks kind of sheeny looking on the palette here, but because I put the white on, I think that that's helping it to not look too sheeny or sparkly. Professor Philip, if it's not of interest to you or if it's making you feel uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to find a better hobby, something that will be of good interest and happiness for you. This hobby is for people that are interested in reborn dolls or people who just want to hang out and see what other people like to do for their in their spare time. This is what I like to do. Reborn dolls are dolls that are made to look realistic. And sometimes I know they can look like they are a real baby that is not alive. And so I apologize for that. But this hobby is where artists will paint a blank doll. They'll paint it to have paint that looks like real skin tone colors for different races, different ethnicities. And they will do what's called hair rooting. They'll take a needle and they'll use either mohair, which is goat hair, or alpaca hair, which has been treated to use for dolls, or they'll use synthetic hair, like hair on a wig, or they'll use human hair. So this doll has hair, and they will take a needle and they'll poke it in there to give the doll a realistic hairstyle. And that way, this is for people who either just enjoyed having fun with dolls, whether the doll looks realistic or if it just looks like a toy in the store, or for people who maybe can't have children, or for people who want to adopt, but the adoption is too expensive. Or maybe there's people who have tried to have a baby and maybe they lost their baby, or just someone who may have had a tragedy, whether it has to do with a baby or not. It could just be comforting. It could also be for people who've already had children and their children are grown up, or maybe they wanted grandchildren and their child, wasn't doesn't have children. So there's different reasons why people play with these dolls. So yeah, some people who collect them like me, they don't even play with their doll. They just put it up on a shelf somewhere for decoration. Like how you go to, like, say when you go on vacation and you want to get like a shot glass or something and you have a collection of shot glasses but you don't actually use them, you just like to get a shot glass from every state or something like that. Everybody has a different hobby, and this is my hobby. So, and I just like to share it with everybody because it's fun. I like to dress them up. I like to take them with me in public, stuff like that. It's just fun to do it. Like once I'm done with work, it's just something fun for me to do. So thank you for joining. Yeah, a lot of people collect them, Danielle. You're right. Yeah. Me, no. Someone just asked something about a psychological pregnancy. I didn't have any psychological pregnancy. I'm not sure what you mean. Me personally, I have not experienced a trauma with pregnancy or anything like that, but there's way so many people who have. And these dolls are very popular all over the world. It's not just in the US. People make them in other countries and people play with them in other countries. So yeah, and I can understand how it seems strange, but just think of it just as someone who's playing with the doll from the store. It doesn't look real in the store, but it's just a doll, it's just a toy. Well, this one is elevated because it looks realistic. So, I mean, it's just really fun. So, thank you for wanting to learn about the hobby. For me, I have been practicing rooting the hair and I would like to keep doing it. So, what I did was I created a membership profile today, to where if anyone wanted to support me rooting hair and learning more of how to be like a professional at rooting, because I don't care about painting. I do not want to paint dolls, but if anyone is interested in supporting me learning how to root even better, the membership is 99 cents. And then also too with the membership, you get once I start selling dolls, whether they are they're gonna be pre-owned. They're gonna be dolls that are pre-owned that I've rooted the hair. You get like a third off of what the doll originally cost. So let's say a doll costed 300, you would only pay like 100 plus shipping, and shipping would probably be like 25 to $35 depending on the size of the doll and the weight of the doll, because the doll artist put beaded beaded sea beaded sand, glass sand, inside of the dolls to make them feel like the weight of a real baby. So anyone who likes to support um, education, those who like to learn a skill, a trade, things like that, thank you very much. Okay. So yeah, this is her name is Jillian. Okay, you guys, somebody else has this exact same sculpt. I've seen this sculpt from a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people with this sculpt, and I hadn't even realized I had the exact same sculpt. That's the thing about Reborn dolls, is that one artist will paint it to look, let's say the artist will paint it white, right, and give it this color hair. Another artist will paint it white as well and give it different color hair, and you wouldn't even know that it's the exact same doll, because the way the artists paint them, they make them look unique. You can't replicate one artist, the way one artist created or painted a doll. It's just so difficult to replicate somebody's work or to replicate your own work. So let's say if this same artist painted three of this same sculpt, each one is not going to look the same. It's just too difficult to try and make the dolls look the same. So I finally realized that, oh, this doll is not Jillian. That's just the name that the artist gave it. Like the sculptor, the person who sculpted the hands, sculpted the nose and everything, that person's name is Joanna. But then the artist painted her, and she gave it a different name instead of Erica, which what Joanna gave it the name Erica or Eric. But the artist gave it the name Jillian, and I hadn't even caught on that she had changed the name. Once you get your doll, you decide, what name you want to call it, or no name at all, or keep it the same name as the sculptor. But I finally realized something just kept clicking, like, why does everybody else's doll who has this sculpt look familiar? And then I realized, oh, I have that very same doll. I just haven't played with it. So yeah. So now, um, now that I realize this is the Erica sculpt, the name Jillian I'm going to keep as well, because that's the name that the painter decided to name it, Jillian. So Jillian is getting her cheeks done and her forehead and her eyebrows, and she already has lashes, and I gave her earrings. Can you guys see the pink that I did? Let me know if the bright light is making it too light now. Oh, Tasha, you said it's very nice and growth and collect stuffed animals. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. How much is this doll? This doll, is it for sale? This one is not for sale, unfortunately. I apologize about that. I actually do really super, 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 super like this sculpt. And not to say that I won't sell a sculpt that I like. It's just I really like this one. um, so but you can definitely find them for cheap. For like, okay, so cheap in this product, in this toy, in this artwork, in this hobby. What is considered cheap, if you are looking for a doll to buy, is like $350. That's like cheap. 350 to like 500 is considered on the lower end, and that usually reflects how the artist's work is, like their quality, like how skilled they are in making it look realistic. And then an average cost would be like 550 to like 700. And this artist may have a little more years of experience. They've really worked hard to try and make the doll look realistic. You can still probably tell that it's a doll, um, and also depending on the sculpt as well. And then other dolls that are even more, like $800 to $1,500 or even more. Um, that doll should be looking like a real baby, at least for the first, 30 seconds of a stranger looking at it. If that person says, oh, cute doll, as soon as they look at it, I think that you probably want to find a different artist to get a doll, if you want it to look realistic. Not that it has to, but if that is your goal, is to find a doll that looks realistic, you're gonna end up paying a lot of money for it. So and then there's artists who don't charge that much. There are some artists out there who are so kind, and so they understand that, oh, I'm just doing this as a hobby, and I would like to give back to someone who would like a doll and not have to pay an arm and a leg, or pay a month's rent just to get a doll. So yeah, there are really nice people out there who paint, because the doll itself, when it's not painted at all, can cost anywhere from just as little as $30 to as much as $200. And usually if it costs like $200, that's because it's a newer sculpt, or the sculpt is sold out, and then people are just upping the price because it's a doll that somebody wants. So just keep that in mind. Where did I steal him? I didn't steal him from anywhere. Like, if you mean where did I steal him, like, oh man, you got lucky, and nobody else got a chance to buy him before you did. I got it on a doll website. But if you mean like, did I steal somebody's real baby? I didn't steal anybody's real baby, because it's just a doll. So, but that's cute. Okay, so I want to give it a little more pink. I can still see the white, which is nothing wrong with that, but I want to give it a little more pink. And I like that I used the specific rose color pink. I like that I used that. So before I root some of the hair, I would like to do a little more rose pink. And excuse me, guys, I'm looking a mess. I know. It's Saturday. It's Saturday morning. I was up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, just, was I even up? I don't even think I was up that late. I think I was up to like 1 o'clock in the morning. Um, but I was like sleeping in one of the most oddest places. Like, okay, has anybody ever found themselves sleeping in such, either an awkward position or in an odd place? I tend to like sleeping on the floor. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I just like to sleep on the floor. Like, I'll make a pallet of blankets and just sleep on the floor. And I'll start feeling the effects of sleeping on the floor, but then I won't get up and go to bed. Like, I will have to be so sleep deprived to force myself to get up and go get in the bed. But yeah. So I don't know if anybody else likes sleeping on the floor. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing. I know it's weird because the pink is not even showing up still. So I don't know what the artist did to make the pink show. Like I said, I don't know if she had listed the doll for sale with another doll that she had did for the same sculpt, or if she had maybe used like filters to make it look like it had pink on it. But as I'm painting it, it doesn't even look like there's any pink on it. And I don't know if I should turn the light back off. Let me turn the light off and see what that does. Hi, wrong number. You guys with your funny channel names. Hi, Robert Action. Um, and hi, Charisse. I like your name. Hi, Fat HQ. Hi, Courtney. Hi, you guys. Hi, Kamal. One second. Let me turn the light off and see what that does. Let me see if that helps the pink to show, because it's just weird how it's not showing at all. Okay, let me see what that does. Let's give it a few seconds. That is just so weird. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I think it looks more realistic with the light off. But I mean, it's still like, I can kind of see the work that I did now, but it still is not really showing up. And I can see the white on there that I did. I need to cover up the white some more. Let me get a white light and see what that does, because the in my house is yellow up above me. So let me get a white light, a lamp that has a white light, and see what that does. I gotta plug it in somewhere. There should be a plug back here somewhere. I'm gonna put the light up above and hope that that helps. Don't get shocked. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then there. Let's see, what does that do? Does that help any? Funny wrong number. Thank you guys for doll sitting while I was away. Okay, so and I'm not the greatest person with like giving a presentation. I had mentioned the membership, you know, to help me practice rooting, to becoming much better at rooting. But not that's not the completeness of it. Yeah, to help me practice rooting, but it's so that I can buy the mohair. I like mohair on dolls. I do not like to I just, my personal preference. Other people like human hair. I don't like human hair on a doll. I prefer the alpaca hair or the goat hair. It's super soft and it's really super fine, like a real baby's hair. So I like that. And mohair is anywhere from as low as $12 for what's called a bundle. It's like one clump of hair. It's like either wrapped in a rubber band or it has like this straight line on it to keep all the hair together. So that's one bundle, and it can be as cheap as $12, which the hair still can be really great, or it might be a little coarse to work with, or it might like bunch up. And then there's hair that can go up to like $35, the mohair. So that's what the membership is for, to help me to be able to keep practicing learning how to root, because I really would like to become good at it because it's so much fun. Okay, so let me grab, I'm looking for something up here. 1 second. Oh, I put pink on inside the doll's ears already. Forgot about that. Oh, okay. So I want to show you what the mohair, how it comes. So this has a rubber band on it somewhere. Oh, there we go. So this one came with a rubber band around it. And this is really soft hair, but it's been inside of a drawer and it looks a mess, but it actually is really soft. Okay, so let me try bringing the lamp down because it's still just... Okay, let's see what that does. It's gonna make me super hot is what it's gonna make it, is what it's gonna do. But I really want the pink to show up. All right, let's see. No, that's even worse. Oh my gosh. Hi, Maisie Hoffner. Just have the doll bald, Ruma. Ruam. Yep, they come in all ethnicities, right, Carol? You're right. You like mohair on the tiny babies? Yeah, me too. Okay. Yes, he did. Who's some? Hi, dog lover. Dog lover. That's enough hellos. Hi. Yes, Cam Jor, CAMJORD, real. I'm not sure how your name is, but yes, you are correct. I do agree with you. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the light off because it's just, it doesn't even help. It makes it worse. So even if I had it up above us, it's still just not working out right. So, excuse me, you guys. Move this lamp. All right, and I'm also gonna do the eyebrows. Okay, there we go. All right, so, man, I'm just so sad about this doll not showing up. I'm just so sad about it not showing up with the paint. It's just so weird that it's not showing up. I don't understand it. I just don't understand. Okay, I'm putting more pink on it because some of the white is still showing before I do the eyebrows. I'm going to do the eyebrows. I was thinking to myself I was going to do something else besides just the eyebrows. I can't remember. Whatever. If it's just not showing up, then I'll just do pictures of the paint, of me making it look pink. Oh, excuse me. I can't believe I just did all that on camera. When you're at home and you're all comfortable in your house, that is so funny. Can't believe I just did that. And let's give it some little, because she also had pink on the eyelids. I mean, this doll came with no pink on it. Like, it truly just looked like, yeah, it just didn't have anything on it, y'all. It didn't. So I am making do with what I have. Okay. There we go. I say, I think it looks quite right. She's got a little bit of pink on her chin, which is cute. Here we go, little baby doll. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so she still is not showing up with her pink. Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. I'm just not understanding it. I don't understand. So I'm gonna try the light above me one last time. It's being mean, you guys. It's being mean. Okay, let's see. Hi, Rossing underscore Cam. Thank you for joining. If I missed anybody else who said hello, hi, you guys. Thank you for being here. Okay, so still, once again, the pink is not showing up. Isn't that kind of like, what do you call it? I can't even think of the right word, but how crazy is it that it was shown with pink on it and didn't have pink when I got it, but now when I'm actually putting pink on it, it's not even showing up. So now it just looks shiny in the video, and it just shows that it just looks like white paint is on its face, but it's really pink. It really truly is pink on the face. The white is not even showing anymore in front of me. So let's do the hair now. So you gotta cut it. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, you guys. So I have this lizard here that needs to be released. If anybody who's been watching my videos, who's been here for a while, you know that I really love nature. Nature is like this big thing to me. I love all kinds of nature. I'm afraid of nature, but I love nature so much. And when something gets in the house, I like to, catch it and release it. I don't like to kill it. But sometimes the lizards get in and I have to put down glue traps, and I don't like doing that. So I've had this one in the house for weeks now. And I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to trap it because the poor little thing got in here, how I don't know. So I figured, I'll just try to catch it, and the thing was so fast, and then finally I was able to catch it. So now I'm going to really, oh crap, no, stay in there. I'm going to let it outside really quick. You guys see it in there crawling around? So let me go and release it really quick so it can finally go and eat some ants or something. Yay! Dubby is free! Are there any Harry Potter fans? I love Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. traumatized. Oh no, the poor doll. The poor doll looks traumatized. Oh my goodness. How about now? Isn't it cute? It's cute though. He's got little cute baby feet in your little hand. Honestly, this doll, the artist, had it dressed with a girl outfit, and it does look like she had it dressed in a girl outfit, but I think it looks more like a boy. And I haven't tried it in boy clothes yet, but I just kept it as a girl. But I think it looks more like a boy with this hairstyle. So like, and it's got little. I put little earrings in it. Oh, there you go. This is Jillian, you guys. She's so cute. Okay, let's give her some eyebrows. So, usually, like I said, I usually have hair like this, but I don't have hair this color. I guess this is like a medium sandy color, and I don't have it, so I'm going to cut its hair for the eyebrows. And I have regular scissors and I have barber scissors. And I honestly don't know which one would be best to do, but that's what the hairstyle looks like in the back. So I'm going to cut from the back and probably from the bottom. And it doesn't have a lot of hair, so it's gonna be like tricky to make sure that I don't cut it in a way that's gonna be messed up. Let's see. I gotta think where I'm gonna cut it from. Underneath, most definitely. Oh, I almost feel horrible for cutting this doll's hair because she did a great job with rooting this doll. Boy, you guys close your eyes. For those of you who are artists and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's gonna cut that lady's work. Close your eyes, you guys. Close your eyes. I'm left-handed, but sometimes I do cut with my right hand. Okay. I gotta get it enough to make sure I can hold it. Oh no, she's got a little haircut. She's got some plug of hair missing now. Oh, the poor doll. Okay, so let's see if we can use it to give her eyebrows. Now she has painted eyebrows, but I think she'll look a little more realistic with the mohair eyebrows. Okay, so here's the needles. Let's see. I hope this is the pack of needles that are still good and not the needles that have broken and I keep putting them back inside the jar and then not throwing the jar away and then getting more jars and then getting it mixed up. So let's see. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? Should I scoot up some? Okay, so I'm gonna just hold it like this, straight up and down. And I'm not gonna hold the hair in any kind of way. I'm just going to figure it out. If one way doesn't work, then I'll turn the hair or I'll turn the needle, whichever seems to work best. Oh, but it's a slippery little baby. Hi. I have bunnies everywhere? What bunnies everywhere? What are you guys talking about? Hi, Harbajah. Hi, yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe I just left the needle inside the brow with for all the world to see. I should have at least kept my hand on it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know babies don't really have that much eyebrows when they're born, but they do have something. And the artists do paint. Some artists will paint eyebrows, some artists will leave the eyebrow off. And I like it when it doesn't have any eyebrows. But the reason why I root it is because if the artist did give it eyebrows and the eyebrows are painted, I don't like the way the paint looks. I prefer if they're gonna do it that it just be mohair. to make it look more realistic, because the paint is so obvious with the eyebrows, so I don't like it with the paint on the eyebrows. Um, yeah, and then when it does have mohair eyebrows, I think that for me, I prefer it to be a very small amount of eyebrow hair. Okay, so let's see. Um, so now I don't know uh I don't know um if this is a broken needle, because so far I haven't gotten anything in there. So I'm gonna try it different ways. This is a really soft sculpt too. It's cool how soft it is. Oh, I got some. I didn't even realize I got some. You guys probably can't see it, but I can see it. I got some here and there. And I'll probably have to cut more. I'll probably have to cut more or give it white eyebrows if this isn't gonna work. I've got long I've got long white hair that I used on my Nino sculpt, the one that has the that represents achondroplasia. Achondroplasia is a baby that is born with dwarfism. And it's so cute how it turned out with the white hair. Now, hair is getting in here, but it's barely showing up. So I'm not going to keep cutting hair on this doll just to get longer hair, because I'm not going to ruin this lady's artwork. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get white hair. I'm going to get the white hair and see what that does. Obviously it will do something, but yeah. Okay. All right, so what are you guys talking about the country? Do you have that? Don't say your country on chat. I really don't care. You're from Mexico. Oh, you guys, oh, and I'm sorry. I meant to say, I keep forgetting at the beginning of my live to let people know, you guys can have your opinions in the chat, but don't be rude to other people, please. Don't tell. There was a lady or a person. I don't know if it was a kid, a lady, a man, or what, but there was a person on my last live who had told me that they watch my videos, and I won't say what your name is. Hopefully, if you're here, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll remember. But there was a person on my very last live who had said that they watched my video, and then somebody in the chat told her to shut up. You guys, do not tell people to shut up. Don't come on the live and be rude. I don't block people, okay? But if you're gonna be rude, I'm gonna have to start blocking people. Don't. There's people who really like dolls. There's people who really like the Reborn doll hobby. There's people who you don't know what people are going through. People could just be really hurting. They could be really sad, and this coming to see these dolls would make them happy for even if it's just a half an hour of their day. So please don't be rude to people. So just now, someone was talking about they don't care you're from Mexico. Don't do that. That's rude. If I have to find you later and delete you or block you from joining the lives, I'll have to do it. I'm sorry, but you guys can't come here looking just to be mean to people in the chat. If you like this hobby, or if you're just interested, curious in what the person is doing on the live video, just quietly watch. If you can't be nice, still give your opinion. I don't care if you say the dog looks creepy. I don't care if you say the dog doesn't look like it's alive, or whatever you say. That's fine. That's not being mean. You're just giving your opinion on what you see in front of you, but don't be mean to people. Just like you're saying stuff is creepy or whatever, or you're saying, oh my gosh, that looks like a baby that's not alive, whatever you say. Just like you have the right to your opinion, other people have the right to say what they want to say too. So don't be rude to them, okay? And I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. That's the wrong way. This way. Okay, now I think this might be a broken needle because it's not working. So let me try another pack. This one only has 2 in here, but it was working. I can't believe if these are all broken. That'll be crazy. Let me try one more actually. Let's see. Hopefully I don't pick up the same one. Uh, they all look the same size. So let's try it again. Okay, it's not this way. Not like that. Okay, I'm thinking about which way to hold the needle. I don't want it to have white eyebrows. I wanted to have eyebrows the same color as its hair. But what can I do? See, this worked right away. Immediately. Let me show you the hair. It worked. Leave the baby. Okay. Looks so real. Yeah. Yeah, looks real, right? Coco and Shukri Gur. Sorry for the names, you guys. Hi, Vanessa and Vander. Okay, so you guys see that? You see where the hair is caught there? Now, because I'm using blonde instead of the sandy wheat color, I'm gonna have to like limit how much hair I use for the eyebrows because you don't want it to be too contrasted to the hair on the head. Well, I don't want it to be too contrasting. Not to say that it can't be. So you see that? Were you able to see that hair I got? So yeah, it's either the needle that I used that wasn't working for both of the hair types, or it's because I need longer hair to root. So it's a good thing I cut it from the back and only cut it one time because I would have just been cutting hair over and over again and ruining the rooting style of the doll of this lady's artwork. And I got it exactly on the eyebrow just about. So that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to root it some more, so I'm very happy about that. Hi, Kumar. Oh, hi there. I remember you. No, Howler, Howier, whatever. I can't see your name. Yes, it's fake, you guys. And remember, if you're just joining, oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, oh man, I just put. Oh, okay, okay. I thought maybe I had put the needle back with the messed up ones. So I guess these needles are not messed up. It's just that that hair is too short to use. I mean, it probably isn't too short, and I just don't know how to do it right. I just don't have the skill level to do the short hair like that. Because some people, I mean, true doll artists, they know how to reuse the hair that was cut. So, okay, so I've got some on there, and so now I'm gonna do some more. I'm very happy about that. I didn't get any that time. That was weird. I did the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure this is the needle that I was using. Maybe not. Maybe I picked up the wrong needle. Let me try it one more time. I think that I picked up the wrong needle. Let's see. Okay, I got some more hair, but I still feel like I picked up the wrong needle. I don't want her to have blonde white hair for her eyebrows. It's gonna have to be so faint. Okay. And again, I don't block people, I don't delete people because I want people to have the opportunity to learn about the hobby and to enjoy it and come to appreciate it for the artwork that it is. So just remember, whether you're a kid or an adult, be kind in the chat, okay? Are you guys being kind in the chat? Thank you for the hearts. It's intricate, right? Says another BR1 chick or CK. Yes, you're so right. It is very intricate work. Are you reselling or something after adjusting some things on them, or you keep them for yourself? I keep them for myself. However, the ones that I will sell, they will still be pre-owned. When I do eventually decide to sell some dolls, it's not going to be where someone who takes another person doll, another artist doll, and then try to resell it for more. No, I'm going to sell it for less than what I paid for it, so I'm not making a profit, none whatsoever. So this doll, I think, was probably like maybe 500 this doll was. I'm not selling this doll, but let's say if I did sell this doll, I'm not going to try and charge someone the exact amount that I paid for it or more to make it to be even worse. No, I don't do that. Even if I did put something different on the doll, I'm not going to charge someone the same price or more. I would pay a charge a third less, only a third of what I actually paid. So let's say if this doll was for sale, what's a third of 550? Is that like 175? Like 165 or something like that, and then plus shipping. I'm not going to be doing free shipping if all you're having to pay for a doll is $150 or $100. So if there's a doll that I only paid $350 for and I'm only charging $100 for the doll, I would, expect that the person would understand that you have to pay for shipping. So shipping would be $25 or $35 depending on how big the doll is, how heavy it is, and how far it's being shipped to. So if you're in California, and I'm on in Wisconsin or something, I don't know if $25 would be enough or if it would need $35. Again, depending on the size and the weight of the doll. Okay. All right. So that's that. So yeah, but this doll is not going to be for sale, even though it's not like a high end artist work. I still like the sculpt and I like the way the hair was rooted. Now she did awesome with the rooting, I should say. But the doll in person, this doll just looks like a doll. Even though the features are sculpted to look like a real baby, to me, the paint on the doll looks like a doll in a toy store. So that's why I'm giving it the pink on the cheeks and on the forehead and on the eyebrows, and then giving it the pink on the eyelids, forehead, and the cheeks, and then giving it some rooted eyebrows. But yeah, so it's not to speak poorly of someone's work. I swear I'm not. I'm just, stating the fact that the doll in person looks like a doll in the store. There are artists who can make it look like it is a real baby, and no matter how long you stare at it, you will never know it's not a real baby. But like I said, if you're gonna pay like $1,000, it should at least for the first 15 to 30 seconds look like a real baby. You know what I mean? But there are artists out there who you will never know that their doll is not a real baby. So, okay. I think that I have enough. Well, not think I do because I don't want too much, but I want some to be a little more on the outside. I'm thinking in my head. Yeah, a little more on the outside. So I don't want it to be thick. I just want it to feel the length of the eyebrow. And there's a spot right here that's missing some. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so that would be for so whether you're a member or not, whether you decide to become a member of the channel, you can still get a doll for only a third of the price. I'm not going to be like, oh, you need to join my member thing to get a doll for really cheap for me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just not a seller. I just don't do well with trying to sell stuff. I know people who will sell a doll for way more than what it's worth and they won't even care. Which that saying, they won't bat an eyelash. Me, I just can't do that. I'm just not. I usually give stuff away for free. I just can't do it. But because I would like to practice the hobby with the rooting, I would like to get more hair. So that's what the membership would support. And whether you um, become a member or not, you would still have the opportunity to purchase a doll for cheap. So, stay tuned for a doll that might be for sale for really super cheap. If you guys are familiar with this hobby, then you know that these dolls are crazy expensive. Like a doll can be more than your electric bill. That's just how crazy expensive it is. Okay, so I got some more in the spot that I wanted it to be. Don't know if you can see it. And maybe just a little more. There's a very tiny corner that still needs a piece. And again, for any artists on here, no, I'm not trying to upsell anybody's already painted doll. No, I'm not trying to sell any artist doll for the same price that I got it for. This is just me having fun and wanting to share it with others for way less than what I paid. So I'm not making any money. I'm losing money. I am losing money. That's just how nice I am, you guys. I'm just too much of a nice person. That's just me. That's just the way I work. Everybody's different. And it's not to say somebody isn't nice just because they charge a lot of money for a doll. Just each person has their preferences, their needs, and can't get mad at anybody. Right, here's the other side. Hi, random child. That's different name. I don't know if you're speaking a different language, Adam. I'm not sure if that's French. Um. Okay, room. Sorry. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Sigma Gorilla. Hi, you. Hi, Yusuf. Hi, Yusuf. Happy birthday to someone. Somebody's birthday it is. Lucy Douglas. Happy birthday. Okay, so now the other side. There we go. Yes, it is. S in Rosie. You're right. Hi, Mallory. Hi, Jay. Hi, Brianna. I like your names, you guys. Okay, so I've got this side done, but I haven't cut it yet. But I think I see a piece that's missing some. So let me come back over here and get the little part that's missing some. Don't want it to show paint a painted eyebrow. Don't want it to be a cyborg with a painted eyebrow piece here and then mohair here. So I'm gonna make sure that I get all of it there. And thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Mary Jane Hopkins. Thank you, Brianna. Hi, Yesimorsk. Thank you for sending a party hat for 20 jewels, the queen. Hi, Nyla. Hi, Maria Flores. Hello, you guys. Oh my gosh, I just picked the poor baby doll up like that. You guys didn't see that. Ignore what you just saw. Okay, so it looks like I have maybe just one more spot here. I felt it go in. Hopefully it went where I needed it to go. Okay, so I still feel like it needs more hair over here, but I'm just going to move on to the other side. And I think I started in the very corner this time for this one, but it looks like there might be just one spot that needs some hair. And thank you for being nice in the comments, you guys. Remember, be respectful to others. If you give your opinion, be kind and let other people give their opinion. If somebody says that they think it's cute, don't be mean and tell them to be quiet or anything like that. You guys just be nice, be nice, be nice, okay? If your kids, be nice. You guys know that your moms taught you to be nice to people. Treat others how you want to be treated. You guys know that. And if you're an adult, please set an example. Remember, we each have a hobby that we like, and it's okay to share it with others. Even though I got it, I want to do it higher on this one. So now this side is going to end up having way too much hair, so maybe I'll pull some out. Because it's going to have double hair. Hair up top and hair up at the bottom of the eyebrow. It's still not getting where I want it to go. It needs to be a little higher because the painted eyebrow is showing up too much. That's a little better. One more spot where the painted eyebrow didn't get covered in the center of the line. Hopefully I've got something. Oh well. Okay, so now moving on to the edge of the eyebrow. Hopefully I don't make the same mistake and get it and it's too low. There we go. Aw, thank you, Doggy Boy, Doggy McNaughty. That was so nice of you. You thought it was real NYX? Yeah. Yes, it does. Prafi Bajivan. Yes, it does need a lot of patience and dedication. Yeah, so that's what I want to learn. To get better at it, to take my time and practice, because this part of making the dolls is what I like to do. I don't care for the painting part. I like the rooting part. It's so much fun. And then there's people who like the painting part. There was an artist who is awesome. I have like 4 of her dolls. She says that she prefers to paint. She doesn't care to do the rooting. Although, even though she's really good at rooting, she says she prefers to paint. But me, no, I cannot. I My patience will be within doing the rooting of the hair, the eyebrows, the lashes. I like that. Okay, just I think I should do like one last piece there on the edge. Yeah, I think there's one last piece. Now I should have like, I don't really need a magnifying glass, but they tell you to get a magnifying glass, and then they tell you to uh, have like a super bright light. Um, but on camera, it doesn't really work for you guys, so I'm not going to use a light on it. And then, yeah. There we go. Okay, so let's cut it. Hi. Hi, K Green. Remember to be nice. Somebody just deleted a comment. I don't know if it was just a mistake or if you were saying something that's not nice. So try to be nice, okay, you guys? All right, so these are barber scissors. I don't know if they're the right skinniness or not, but I have them. That's not short enough, but I guess in order for it to show, I should probably leave it. Oh man, the painted eyebrows are still showing, so I'm gonna have to like root some more. So actually, it being thick is actually better. The cut. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see the eyebrows. It's like it doesn't matter how close I put this doll's face in the camera. It is just so difficult for the realism to show up. Does it look realistic to you guys the closer I get? Can't really see those eyebrows, right? Can you see the painted part? The brown. The brown is the painted eyebrow, and the white is what I just did for the rooting. But it needs more to cover up that brown. Boy, I really thought I had did something. I mean, it looked like I had did it really well um when when the hair was still long on it, but I need to cover up more at the top, and I didn't even realize I wasn't getting the top exactly. So, thank you. So Kirsten said no. I'm not sure if you're saying no to my question, but Jay said yes. Thank you, Alma. Thank you, K Green. If I didn't say thank you already. Okay, because I cut it very long and it's still in perfect shape, luckily I can use this again. Don't lose your needle. Here it is. Gotta hide those brown eyebrows. Well, I wanted to have brown eyebrows, but the the painted eyebrow needs to be covered. Covered, covered. And guess what? Tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be live on here tomorrow. I might be, but tomorrow, so once I'm done doing this doll, I'm going to take this doll with me in public. I'm going to take it with me, hopefully, to the festivals are already done for the holiday, but I'm going to take it to a park. Well, I'm gonna go to the park today to see if they even still have the decor set up for with the pumpkins and stuff. And if they're done, I'll just do a video. But if they're still gonna have the pumpkins up tomorrow, then I'll do it live tomorrow. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, that's much better. Much better. For anybody who Kate Smith wants to know, what am I doing? It looks really good. You have 3 dolls, 2 girls, and 1 boy. Can you have a shout out, please? Hi, Winter K. Yes, of course you can have a shout out. Have you got any kids of your own? Asked Ethan. Do I have any kids of my own? And what am I doing, Kate Smith? I am doing what's called rooting. This is just a doll, and people who uh, have these types of dolls, they make them look realistic or they buy them from someone who's made it realistic. This is called a reborn doll. You want a baby Rosalia Lake? Well, if your parents let you buy one, I don't know if you're talking about a real baby or one of the dolls, but if you want one of my dolls, If you're not 18, your parents will have to let you buy one. Mine is only good. My dolls will never be more than 175. They'll be like either 100 plus $25 for shipping, 150 plus $25 for shipping, or 175 plus $25 for shipping. Yeah. So I'll try my best to keep them, really super cheap. And these dolls, 99% of the dolls will have the COA. If it does not have the COA, it's because when I first started buying these dolls, which I have hundreds of them, I didn't know anything about, holding on to the COA. So there may be a couple of dolls that don't have a COA. And there may be a couple of dolls that originally just did not come with a COA, because if it was like a cuddle doll, they usually don't have a COA. So yes. Yas. Or if I bought it pre-owned from someone else and they just didn't have their COA anymore. Or if someone sold, we don't want to say it, a doll that didn't even, like, it's called like a copy. Like, it's not the real sculpt. I probably have like one or two of those dolls, but I probably wouldn't even sell those. They would be like dirt cheap if I did. And I obviously would let you know. I have a couple of twin dolls with blonde hair, white blonde hair, that they don't have a COA, and they definitely were not like a real sculpt, like a sculpt that like a true artist did, is where somebody copied that artist sculpt work. But that was back when I didn't even know anything about, what was a real artist doll or not. So yes, Winter K, I do agree with you that dolls and babies are cute. Hi, Shanna. Hi, Shanna D. Shepard. What is a COA? Hi, Melba. No, Solo, you're not the only one who thinks it's weird. A COA is a certificate of authenticity. That just means, like, like when you go to buy shoes, and like, say if you buy a pair of Nikes or a pair of Air Jordan shoes or whatever. You know how, like, when you go like to the Nike store, obviously they're the real thing, but you know how there's people who can make fake Nike shoes or fake Jordan shoes. Like, you think that you're buying the real thing and you're not. Like, say if you bought something online from a store that's not, what's the word, you buy something from online from someone and they made their own shoes. It's not really Nike. It's not really Jordan shoes. Fake, like knockoff. That's what it's called, a knockoff. So 99% of my dolls are the real thing, and they will come with the COA. But if it doesn't have a COA, doesn't mean that it's not the real thing. It may not just have come with one. If it's a cuddle doll, a cuddle doll is where the whole body is made out of cloth and only the head is the plastic. So those ones don't have a COA. Well, the silicone ones do. I have a silicone one where it's just the silicone head and a full cloth body, but it had a COA. The person who sculpted it, she had a COA for it, the Aslan doll. But anyways, the people who make the fake ones, they don't come with a COA. And if they do come with a COA and it's a fake doll, I hope know how to spot a real one versus a fake one. Um, Thank you, Bella, the best. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Winter. You have a nice day. Do I have any African American dolls? Ask ACGB. Yes, I have lots of them. But I just like all the different races. I like all the ethnicities. They're just so much fun to play with. And I used to be a teacher too. So, and I like to hold all babies. Like, it doesn't matter what race a baby is. Like, did you guys know that animals will mother a animal that was left in the woods? Uh, like there will be like a lion or something. that, obviously they eat other animals, but for some strange reason, a lion might mother um, an animal that would normally be prey for it. A gorilla or something might mother a different type of ape, a different type of monkey. What are the species called for monkeys? I don't even know. But anyways, you guys know what I'm saying. Like you'll see animals that wouldn't even be the mother of another animal, but yet they're taking care of it in the wild. So, you guys, if animals can do it, if they are humane enough to take care of another animal's baby, we have to be of most high to take care of someone's baby no matter what color it is. If there was a baby that was left alone that needs to be adopted and you want a baby and the baby is not your race, you wouldn't even care what color it is. You just want a baby to take care of. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you have to do it. Just because you want a baby doesn't mean you have to take a baby that's not the same race as you. But most people wouldn't even care if a baby is not their race and they really want to take care of a child, raise a baby as their own. So, so I play with all race dolls. It's just so much fun. And guess what? My siblings, my brothers and sisters came out like they were white or red. Like you wouldn't even know that they were, African American or whatever. You wouldn't even know that their natural skin color is going to be brown. That's just how they were born. They didn't get their actual color until later. I have seen someone who is super dark skinned and their baby looked so ghostly when it was born. Oh my goodness, it was like crazy insane. So, and that doesn't mean that every brown skin or dark dark skinned parent's baby is going to turn out white, but the majority of the time most babies are triple lighter than what they're going to be. Some babies do end up being dark brown when they're first born, but oftentimes some babies are not. Hi, Cookie. You collect African American dolls and you're interested in my dolls. Thank you. I don't have a website, but if I thank you for the hearts too and the likes, you guys. But if I do ever sell any, which I will be selling some soon, you can just I only do PayPal. So if anybody ever wants any of that, I guess I should have said that. If anybody ever wants a really super cheap doll from me that is a real the real thing, I only have PayPal. All that other fancy stuff that people use today, Zelle, Cash App, all that stuff, I don't have any of that, you guys. I'm just not savvy like that. I just don't have time to be learning about all these different ways to pay somebody cash. So luckily I did PayPal because I didn't even know anything about PayPal at first. So PayPal, it would just be friends and family if anyone ever did buy a doll from me, because the reason why when I buy a doll PayPal, I do goods and services because I get it brand new, right? I get it brand new. But if I'm selling a doll used, pre-owned, I don't want to get charged for a doll that I'm only charging a third of less than what I paid for it, and I'm really not getting anything back. I'm not getting any money for the doll because it's less than what I paid for it, and then to go and be charged by PayPal for goods and services, like it just wouldn't help me any. So it has to be PayPal and friends and family only. So if you want a cheap doll from me, it has to be friends and family through PayPal. You just have to be open to doing that. And unfortunately, because of the tariff issue with the United States, it has to be in the United States. I just don't have time for someone's doll to get lost in the mail because the United States is having issues with tariffs. TARIFF, you guys. I'm not saying anything else. Tariff. The tariff fees that we're going through, all the craziness with trying to ship products and stuff. I hope this doll is gonna look right with white eyebrows and sandy beach hair. I don't want it to look like a cyborg or a hybrid. Which is why I need Zelle. Oh, hello from Hi from Germany. Hi RAH from Germany. So cool. Hallo. Mein Name ist Sunshine. Um, let's see. Now I gotta like practice my German. Uh, Dankeschön. Für bekommt hier. No, für bekommt hier. Dankeschön für bekommt hier. Und mein Kanal. Deutschland, ja. Und Deutschland. So cool. Super neu. You guys, I did learn German in high school. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot of hair over there on that side. But it's got to cover the paint, unfortunately. There's still some more paint showing on this one. I think that's good. Let's see. Let's cut it again. Save the hair in case I gotta add more. Barber scissors. Do I support Furies and Therians? How many languages do you speak? Okay, 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 I got you. The one like I can't even see your name, but you said you're something, but I got it. Thank you for letting me know. Furies and Therians. I'll have to look that up. I'm not even sure what that is. Three languages that I obviously English is my native tongue, my native language, and then I learned German in high school, and then I taught myself Spanish with books and movies. Okay, so there is the eyebrows. It's a little long. You probably can't tell that it's too long, but make sure it's showing up. See, you can't even see the eyebrows, the white eyebrows still. Good grief. So you can tell it's a doll now, right? It looks, you can see the plastic when I put it up there. You can probably, I can see the plastic clear as day. But anyways, okay, so it looked shiny in the video, but when I take a picture, it won't look shiny. And it looks like a boy to me, but I kept it a girl, whatever. Okay, so that's it. And then she's got her little earrings. And then I'm going to take her today to a park where there's supposed to be a festival, a fall festival. I'm not sure if it's going to be there or not. But even if it's not there, I'll still do a video and then share the video later if I can't go live. I'm not going to go live today at the park. I'll come back to go to the park tomorrow. I'm going to go to the park today and tomorrow. And if there is anything going on at the park tomorrow, I will go live. But today I'm just going to go and see if anything's happening there. Okay? All right, so let's see. Bruh, what I thought was real. Arabic language, no. Hi, Randall. You're Ethereum. Wow, looks real. Yeah. Okay, you guys, thank you. Until next time. Bye.